Check, check. Hi, everybody. It's still early. It's 7 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Is that Stuart? Ay, 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 ay. There you go. All right. Good evening, everyone. You are just in luck because it's just me tonight. Cantor Manny is on vacation, so you are stuck listening to me for the next 45 minutes. We'll get out of here early. How you doing, Rich? Rich, give me some piano. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and Richie's got us feeling just right. Now Dan is a real estate agent, and he's quick with a joke or to light up a smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Oh, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-dum, dum. Sing us the song, you're the piano man. Sing us the song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and Richie's got us feeling alright. Hey everybody, what's up? Long time no see. I just want to say shout out to everyone who has been so wonderful about my daughter and who has wished us well, and thank you. And if I seem to be nodding off, it's because I haven't slept. I'm just gonna be honest, just gonna give it to you like it is. Because apparently babies don't sleep. Who knew? Who knew that? Maybe I should have Googled that before becoming a dad. I don't know. Done some research. I also want to say Chag Purim Sameach. Thank you for everyone who came out last night. We had a wonderful time. If you feel that my voice is too hard to listen to, there is a spiked margarita mix out in the lobby. And if you need a break, you go out there and you take one. That is a leftover from last night, but tequila is tequila. And so it doesn't go bad. It doesn't go bad, folks. Now is a wonderful time to look around and wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to get started with 636. Richie hates this one, but I like it. Yadid Nefesh, but the one that you don't like. But I like it. So wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. No. I wish. If you want to bring me one. Yadi nefesh avarachamam meshoch avdecha eratzonecha yarutz avdecha kmo ayal yishtachavel mul hadarecha yerav lo yadidutecha minofe suf vechol ta'am adornae ziv haolam nafshi cholant avatecha ana el narfanala behar odla noam zivecha אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לה שמחת עולם. Now comes the fun part. Yananai lai la lai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai 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 nai, yananai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai 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 nai, yananai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai nai nai, yananai nai 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 nai. Thank you. That's one of my favorite Shabbat songs. We don't do it enough, but it is one of my favorites. It is my pleasure to call up our bat mitzvah, because it is never too late to become a daughter of the commandment. Andrea, who has been working with me for a very, very, very long time. I don't know, like a year and a half. How quickly a year? Like before Wendy was pregnant. That's how long. And I just want to give her a kol hakavod as she comes to the bima tomorrow to become bat mitzvah. And as she reads from Torah, she has done such a terrific job, and we couldn't be more proud. And thank you. And as you help lead our candles this evening,
Baruch
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר, להדליק נר של שבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who command us with sorry, a little nervous. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who command us to kindle the Sabbath light.
To be fair, I only asked that you memorize the Hebrew, not the English. So that was extra. That was extra credit. And if you want to know, just FYI, where me and Andrea started was with the letter Aleph. That's where we started, with the letter Aleph. And as she leads us in the blessing for our candles, I just want to say how beautiful it is when we expand on this journey and we go through, which I'll get to later, a little bit of identity. Okay. Hine Matov. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Number 2. הנה 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 מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה 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 מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Uno tres. Pararam param, ram pararam pam bam bam. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, I'm not going to do the rest. הנה מה טוב. That's to you, Manny. He's on vacation. He'll be back. You'll hear the rule thing next week. All right. Man, I'm in charge now. I have to be a rabbi or something. Man, who knew? Pressure. Page 131. Shiru Ladonai. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai V'choshamo Basru, Meyom Leyom Yeshuato, Safru V'goyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Niflotav, Ki Gadol Adonai Molal meod, oh Adonai, Adonai, ay da 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 and da and da ay da 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 ay da 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 and da da and da and da and all right. We have Lecha Dodi, and as my favorite thing to say, Lecha Dodi has to be one of my favorite pairs. And this is because Shabbat isn't just the day of rest. Shabbat is a wedding day. Shabbat is the marriage between the people of Israel and Shabbat. And who else is included in that? God. The people of Israel make a covenant with God to keep Shabbat, to make Shabbat holy. And so we, like our spouse, like our partner, we lift them up. We make them holy. We make God central. We invite God, actually, into our sanctuary, which is why at the end I ask you all to rise. It is not because I want to see you do more hamstring leg lifts, I promise. It is not for that reason. It is because the simple act of at a wedding when we stand there and we welcome the bride into the wedding reception as the groom stands ever so subtly and happily as the bride walks in to the room. We stare in this mystic way as the bride glidefully walks down the aisle up to the chuppah to come together, to be one as partners. And so too on Shabbat we become partners with God. The people of Israel and God on Shabbat become one, biyachad, together, as one flesh, as we are told in Genesis. And so we sing Lecha Dodi, page 138, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. What were you going to do? Lecha Dodi, likrat kala benanena. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad ishmi'anu el meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad Hashem u'tiferet v'letichra. Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nechabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki hi mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'makshavat techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri ki va'orech kumi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alaich nigla. Please write Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala benei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha ובצולתוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בזירת שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה ינאי ינאי רי ינאי רי 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 ya rai ra rai rai ya rai ra rai rai ya rai 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 ya rai ra rai Shalom Aleichem Shalom Aleichem Malachei Shalrein Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malach HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Try that one again. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharein, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachim Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Hadei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bochem LeShalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Nir Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchel Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchem Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Chatzi Kaddish, page 144. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash me Rabba ve'alman divrach rutei ve'amnich machutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayedecho b'et Yisrael Bagala u'vizman karir v'imru amen Yesh me Rabba mevorach leolam olmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudusha b'rechu le'elam ninko berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran ve'alma v'imru amen. We rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146. Yeah, we'll do that one. Yainai, yainai, Adonai HaMevorach Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Page 149 at the top of the page. We read together. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Tallis problems, you know? What can I tell you? Page 152, we are not going to do the normal Shema, just the other Shema. Ta-dam, bum, ba-dam. There you go. Not, okay. No. We take one deep breath. We collectively gather together as one community, one shared piece of a heart, one shared piece of love that we all collectively are here together in this space. I couldn't be happier to be anywhere else this evening. As together we say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta vam V'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtamtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. I'm not going to do the one you think I'm going to do for Mi Chamocha. I'm gonna do the high holiday Mi Chamocha. Do you remember that one? Bum ba-dum 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 ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-da-da-dum da-da-da-da-da-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norah tehilot osei fele Malchutecha rahu vanecha Boke yom lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Ze li'anu v'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. There's no reason we can't do it. There's nothing prohibiting us. We can do whatever tune we like. Manny's not here. I'll do whatever I want. I'm kidding. ונאמר כי ודע אדוני את יעקב וגואלה מעל חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Page 160, let's read together in the English at the bottom of the page. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'lekol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. You ready for Vishamru? Do we have any kids? We have a whole bunch of people who act like children, but no actual children. Ha 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 ha. I'm one of them, by the way. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm calling myself out. All right. Here's to you, Rudy. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש. This is what I'd like to do. My baby is crying. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. All right, we rise for the Amidah. I'm going to face this way because I don't have another mic. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Ve'Elohei Leah Al El Hagadol Hagibor V'Anora אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים רב להושיח. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים, רופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You are holy. Your name is holy. And those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. In Houston, when I was an assistant rabbi, I was given 4 pages. 4 pages to do well. And I read those 4 pages. Those were one of my 4 pages. So every time I come and I think of my time of reading that passage over and over, not other prayers, but that one, you are holy, your name is holy. I think of my time. I think of my experience. I think of the congregation that sits in front of me and how wonderfully flexible and how wonderfully beautiful you all are. Thank you for receiving me in kindness. Page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. We turn now, page 180. Oh, say shalom. There you go. It's like telepathy. You're in my mind today. I think it's because my cup and your shirt match. I think we have some kind of thing going on. This is called cosmic lilac. Are you cosmic lilac, Richie? You think so? I think so too. Oh, say shalom b'imroma. Oh, yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Oh, say shalom b'imroma. Oh, ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. I don't do the ending. That's just Manny. He does the ending. No, I know that's the best part, but I was trained to be a rabbi. What can I say? In my next life, I'll come back as a chazan. Or a butterfly. I don't know. Whatever you believe in. I'm not really sure. We turn now to our prayer for healing, our Misha Berach. I'm going to open, I know that tonight we are thinking of Rudy Santana. We're thinking of Vicky Khan. We're thinking of Dodie Weinstein. I know that we are also thinking of Paulette Schiffman. If there are names you'd like to add to this list, please feel free to do so. As my hand or eye sees yours, whichever comes first. We'll start on the right. We'll go all the way back. Nothing. Okay, all the way in the back. Jeannie. Al? Yes. Great. Thank you. Yes, Sandy. Ronnie Sloan. Betty. Vicky. Okay. Yes. Barbara. Okay. Claudia. Esther Macatena. Yes. Okay. Are we missing anyone? Okay. Page 371. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimaotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Our prayer for Israel, we're not going to do a Avinu. I'm just going to say it. You can sing it to yourselves on the way home. Here we are, page 377. We're going to do that, and we're also going to say a prayer for our congregation. Because soon enough we will be having new lay leadership, and I want to just bless our congregation simply for the leadership it has given, the wisdom it has provided us, and allowing us to be here today with literally a roof over our heads. I mean, quite literally, we had to get a new roof. And I want to say all these things take time. And it takes money, and it takes diligence, and it takes leadership. It takes you all to want to make a roof over our heads, to want to be here. And so now we turn to page 377 and then the top of page 376. We say together, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, together bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and your truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. As together we say, Amen. Source of being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us. Love of Torah, devotion and prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy. Baruch atah Adonai she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Okay. First off, I want to say thank you. As we kind of will turn the chapter in terms of our leadership, I want to say thank you for everyone. As I near the end of my first 3 years, I am kind of overwhelmed a little bit with nostalgia. In a sense, 3 years have come and gone, and so many things have happened, and yet, as they say, the days are long, but the years are short. And I am so grateful for the people of this congregation who have come not only in support of me, but who have come in support of their own spiritual mindfulness. I want to say that is something that we so need. We need that. That is something that the outside world does not provide us. Community, specifically Jewish community. I grew up in a JCC. I grew up bouncing off the walls of a JCC. My father used to bring me in as a kid, and I used to run around like it was my own playhouse. And I remember and I cherish those moments, thinking of all the Jews that surrounded me, of the community that protected me, harnessed me. Some of them yelling at me because I was a small child in places I shouldn't be. But they had a point. I was making mischief. But to come together as a community is no ordinary task. And such is our story of Esther. I want to say Chag Purim Sameach for those who have come and have heard the Megillah. The book of Esther, by far, is my favorite book. It's my favorite book. So here's a quiz. Here's a small quiz. What is the Megillah? Anyone? A story, but also a scroll, coming from the root word gal. Magil, galgalim, like waves. Nice, okay. And Esther, this individual, the heroine of our story, the individual who goes before the king. Here's the thing. That's her Goyisha name. What's her real name? Anybody? Hadassah, like the organization. Here's why the book of Esther is my favorite book. It is about identity and the layers of identity in which we get into. So here's the thing. We find ourselves at the beginning, Esther, who really is Hadassah, who kind of has a father, but it's not really her father. Actually, it is who? Her uncle. Which is to say that the pivotal roles that we play in our lives as uncle or father sometimes can be one and the same. I know many of you who play a pivotal role in the lives of your nieces and nephews. And to that I say thank you. Because they look up to you as if you were. As if you were. And so did Hadassah. So did Esther. Esther looked to Mordechai, although his name was not Abba. He was like a father. Which is to say that sometimes the names we are given and the identities that we are given to us don't describe the full integrity and the full amount that we put into it. Because as we are told, Mordechai loved Esther like a daughter, and Esther loved Mordechai like a father. Even though the two and the relationship was not as father and daughter, it was as like. Because here's the deal, folks. We have who we have in our world. We have the roles that we play in the adults around us, and they play such a pivotal role. But here's the thing about identity. It's so oddly mistaken. Identity gets shaken up in the realm of things. So often we say, I am this, I am that, I know who I am. But the reality is we have no idea who we are. And that is the story of Purim. Because when Esther walks into the palace, she does one simple thing. One thing. She puts on what? Makeup. She puts on makeup. Why? Because she is there for a beauty pageant. Because Esther is there not to be judged for her intelligence, but to be judged for her physical appearance, which has nothing to do with the abilities that she has and what eventually ends up being the story of Esther. Because you and I know that the story of Esther isn't just how pretty she was, it's how valiant she was. Which is to say that just because you match what people deem or consider to be pretty, does not mean that that's all that what you are. Esther also comes face to face with a problem, with herself. Halfway through the story, we find that Haman has done what? Haman has filed a plot, like the rest of them, to kill the Jews, like old news. How many will come and go with the same idea? So relevant and new. Haman comes to kill the Jews, and here's the thing. Esther sits inside of the kingdom. She sits inside her abode. She sits inside like we all do in the fortress of self. We build castles, we build walls of self-identity. This is who I am. And we present it to others. And we sit in our castle, on our throne, under the back of our consciousness, and we say, this is who I am. And I am who I am. Or if you were a sailor, you would say, I am who I am. That was an old joke for you. It's a Popeye joke. Thank you. And the reality is, what are we? Purim faces us and challenges us to ask who we really are. Because here's the deal. What I love about the story of Esther is that Esther eventually comes to a crisis. Haman plots to kill the Jews, and the only person who can save the Jews is Esther. And Mordechai has what I would call a heart-to-heart. He gives her the hard truth. He says, listen, I love you. You can do this. But here's the deal. If you don't do this, someone else will. But in the fatherly fashion, like my own father, our own parents, our own mentors, whoever it is that you call upon when you think of a mentor, someone who has guided you and led you. He says to Esther, perhaps, I'm just I'm just throwing it out there that you've achieved this position to do marvelous things. And we learn from the book of Esther that it is not Esther alone who understands her identity. It is from the help of others. It is from the mentors that we seek, the people wiser than us, to help us achieve our full capability. I am blessed that I have had a wonderful father who has at many times pushed me to do the hard thing, who has asked me at times, what are you doing? Go through with it. Stand up. Because if it wasn't for Mordechai in this story, Esther wouldn't be who Esther is, which is to say that our identity and who we think we are is shaped not just by us alone, but by the people around us, by the mentors, by the adults, by the wonderful people who have shaped our lives. And for that, I give thanks. I was at my HUC alumni meeting today, and I was thinking of all the mentors that have shaped my life, just like Mordechai did Esther, and pushed me to be not the person I thought I was, but the person they thought I could be. And for that, I am forever thankful. The story of Esther is one of beauty and tragedy, but it is one of identity. We take identity and we flip it on its head, which is why we wear costumes, why we dress up. Because we shed this idea of who it is that we think we're supposed to be and finally come into who we really are. And that is for you to decide, but also the ones who love you, who push you to do even more, who push you to succeed. Brothers, sisters, your daughters, your sons, your nephews, your nieces, your family, whoever it is. And to which I say, embrace it. Embrace the feedback and embrace the love of the Shabbat. Embrace the people who want to see you stand up and be the best self that you can be. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I ask you now to please rise as we turn to the Aleinu, page 586, as we rise and open our ark doors. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גלולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. As has been our custom, I ask you now to please be seated and to rise in honor of your loved one. We do so that around us as a community that we may acknowledge those that are in mourning, that those who have lost, that we may acknowledge those who have come to remember a yahrzeit. It is not, like I said, because I love to see you stand and sit. It is because it is important for us as a community to see those physically, to stand, and to know that that person, that individual is here remembering a loved one. We remember the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust as those who perished or murdered on October 7th. We add to that list Alan Block, Stanley Weinberg, Ruth Berger, Ray Moore, and Ruth Halpern. We add to that Morton Abram, David Abravnel, George Adler, Leonard Badian, Gertrude Barone, Tilly Beckman, Edward Best, Max Blau, May Brecker, Miriam Brill, Robert Davis, Henrietta Dolch, Herbert Eaton, Morse Engelman, Thomas Furman, Annie Gilman, Beatrice Gladstone, Flo Goldstein, Maurice Gordon, France Grew, Sanford Hafner, Elsa Hahn, Stephen Herman, Morris Horn, Murray Karen, David Levy, Joyce Reeser, William Ringer, Louis Samuels, Henry Siegel, Helen Simon, Monte Singer, Martin Stern, Samuel Watt, Theodore Weinstein, Sabi Zbar, Bessie Zeiger, and Harry Zeiger. If there are names you'd like to add to that list, please feel free to do so as my hand or eye meets yours. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. And we rise in support. Page 598, as we say together, Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'almad divrach chirotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon v'yom echon v'chai dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'lam olmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalau shemei d'kudesha berechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, tamiran ve'alma v'yimru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, Amen. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be as a blessing for us now and forever. You may be seated. Sharon, you ready? Your days are nigh.
I know, I'm excited. I look forward to passing the gavel. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, those at home, for watching with us. Thank you, Rabbi, for going it alone tonight. And thank you, Richie, for backing him up.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, Josh, up on the cameras. We have 2 floral arrangements for our bima tonight. Thank you to Agnes Borhegi for sponsoring flowers in loving memory of her life partner, George Adler. And also thank you to Andrea Lagos for sponsoring flowers and our own egg tonight in honor of her bat mitzvah. Tomorrow there will be no Torah study or service on Zoom as Andrea becomes a bat mitzvah here. Sunday at 9:30 we have JLC, and at 10 o'clock it is the last brunch bunch of this season. It's a real treat, especially for those of us who are Ashkenazis, because we have temple members, Desiree Israel and John Uri, speaking to us about their latest research project. The presentation is titled, The Jews of Eastern Europe, 1200 to 1914, a roller coaster of good and bad times. Wednesday at 6, Cantor's class will be on Zoom. Thursday at 10:30, Temple Bethel Book Club will be here. Next Friday at 7, we will have Shabbat services again here and online. Next Sunday, we are celebrating Cantor Manny's silver anniversary. Starting at 5 with cocktails and Israeli and Middle Eastern foods, followed by our program, Cantor's concert, with a few additions from us to honor him and show him how much we love him. And then we'll top off the evening with a very special oneg, including pasta dishes, flatbread pizzas, and some Philly specialties for the man from Philadelphia. And of course, dessert. The invitation and reservation form can be found in Trending, also on our website and on our Facebook page. Tickets, special seating, and sponsorships are still available. We'll be selling tickets at the door, but please don't wait until then. RSVP this weekend. Plan to be with us as we celebrate Cantor Manny. I'm going to ask also that you please take a minute to notice that there are still stuffed animals in the rotunda. And if you haven't already, please make an $18 donation to help ensure that every child at Nev and Mikhail Children's Home in Israel will receive one of those cuddly creatures. Also, please look in trending for Cross Creek School in Pompano Beach. Barbara Samuel's daughter, Sarah, works at Cross Creek, and she has shared that many of their students live in foster care, in group homes, and in shelters, and are in need of basic personal items like shampoo and deodorant. The list is in trending, and if you'd like to help, please purchase and bring the items to the temple and put them into the box at the front entrance. One last thing, we are collecting worn clothing and shoes for recycling. Bring your donations to leave inside our front entrance or bring them to our Wiley Street gate to put them in the big white bin out there. Kiddush and Hamotzi will be in the rotunda. Please help yourself to wine and challah and join Rabbi for the blessings, and then join us in the chapel for our Oneg Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and thank you.
A roller coaster of good and bad times. That feels personal. Rabbi Aaron Sataloff, a roller coaster of good and bad times. I like it. It's such is the soul of every Jew. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go do Kiddush, Hamotzi. Dum ba dum bum ba dum. Da 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 da.